Hey, how's it going? Lee Hayward here, and right now I am out for a soggy ride in the muck on the fat bike. Having fun, but man, is it challenging. This is work. It's just like riding through snots. It's just everywhere you go, it's just slip and slide. I mean, the muck is so thick and it's very, very slippery. Hard to get some traction here, but of course, the big old fat tires on the fat bike do help a lot. Never get through this with a regular mountain bike. Yeah, I'm out enjoying it. As you can tell, it's a bit wet here, and for the past week or more, probably in the past 2 weeks, we've been having rain almost every single day, which is crazy. It's just rain, and been very soggy, very wet, and but nonetheless, getting out and enjoying it, rain or shine. I'm going to make it work, have some fun with the workouts. And one of the things I wanted to talk about in this video was the topic of pre, post, and during workout nutrition. I was actually having a coaching call with one of my students there the other day, and he was asking about this. Should you be taking special pre-workout supplements? Should you be taking during workout and post-workout? And when do these supplements help? When is it not necessary, and all that kind of stuff? And for the average person who's just trying to work out, get in shape, you really don't need pre and post-workout nutrition. Let me just take this off, get a bit of air to the melon there. And I'm going to use an analogy that'll kind of make sense of this for you. Just imagine a race car. I use this analogy a lot for my coaching students. So if you're a race car enthusiast, like maybe Formula One, NASCAR, or anything like that, you notice when the guys go into pit lane, they have high-speed fuel pumps to pump the fuel into the car. They have a team of pit crew there ready to change the tires in the matter of seconds. Everything is very vital, very essential that they get stuff done quickly as possible so they can get back out on the track, because every second they waste in pit lane, that's time that they're wasting out on the racetrack, and that could potentially cost them the race, right? So it's essential to have rapid speed, pump the fuel into the car as fast as possible, change the tires as fast as possible. Now, think of you in your daily driver, your car. When you go to the gas station to fuel up, doesn't matter how long it takes you to pump gas into the car. If it took you 30 seconds, or if it took you 2 minutes, 5 minutes, even if it took you 10 minutes, in the greater scheme of things, does it matter? No, it doesn't, because you're not on the clock where you have to get the fuel in the car as soon as possible. Right? There's no big rush. The same applies with your workouts. For the average person who's working out, just trying to build muscle, get in shape, lose the gut, and maybe you're working out, say, 3 days a week, you're doing some cardio, but you're not pushing the limits. You're not, pushing the limits of your body's recovery. It doesn't matter if you have any special pre or post-workout nutrition. It really doesn't. Just your regular meals and being consistent with those will be adequate enough to fuel your body so that you can train again for your next workout. So let's just say you do 3 weight training workouts a week. Each workout lasts about an hour. You have a full 48 hours in between training to refuel your body. So your meals that you eat during the day, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, your snacks, whatever it is you're having, that's going to be enough. You don't need any special post-workout shake to shuttle the nutrients into your system as fast as possible. You don't need anything, because the food you eat is going to be plenty. Even if it takes several hours to digest and absorb, it doesn't matter, because you have full 48 hours before your next workout. So there's no big rush. The only time when pre and post-workout nutrition really matters is in the case of high-performance athletes who are doing multiple sessions per day. So let's just say you have a football player, and he has, he does a workout in the morning, and then he's got practice in the afternoon. Well, in that situation, he needs to be able to recover from that workout in the morning so that he can perform in the practice that afternoon. And that's when having some sort of special post-workout nutrition can really play an important role, right? You can get that nutrients into your system, the fast-digesting proteins, the fast-digesting carbohydrates, get it into your system quickly so that you can start the recovery and rebuilding process, replenish your glycogen stores, and then perform for your next workout, which is coming up very soon. That's the only time when post-workout nutrition really matters. But if you're only working out a few times a week, it doesn't matter at all. Just your regular meals will be plenty. Another time when nutrition can really have an impact is when you're doing long workouts. So anything like an hour, even up to 2 hours, you don't really need any special during workout nutrition. You know, just the food that you have in your system, the glycogen that's stored in your liver and in your muscles, that's going to be plenty. But if you get out into long duration exercise, and I'm talking about like what you see with endurance athletes, like long distance cyclists, marathon runners, Ironman, people who are really pushing the limits, this is when having nutrition during your workout can really play a role. Anything over 2 hours. So if you're going for a 3-hour bike ride, then you should take something with you in terms of like energy bars, some sort of sports drinks, amino acid supplements, something like that. And for me, what I do when I go on long rides is I put amino acid powder in my water bottle. Right? And I'll sip that during my ride. And if I'm going for a longer ride, anything over 2 hours, I'm going to take some energy bars with me. You know, just something like a Cliff Bar or whatever, just so I can replenish and have that energy in your system. Because it's what happens is if you try and do a long session, let's just say you're going for 3+ hours and you don't have anything other than water, what could happen is you will deplete your glycogen stores. You'll deplete your muscle glycogen, you'll start to deplete your liver glycogen, and then you hit what we call bonking. Right? In the endurance world, they refer to bonking as when you literally run out of energy, you run out of glycogen, and it's just like you're running on empty. Literally, that's what it feels like. You're pushing yourself, feeling great, and then all of a sudden just blah. There's nothing. You bonk. You have no energy because your muscle glycogen's depleted, your liver glycogen's depleted, and now your body has to start to break down its own muscle tissue, break down its own fat tissue to fuel the workout. And that's a much slower process. That doesn't give you the rapid absorption of energy that you get through like glycogen. So when you're going through long duration exercise, 2+ hours, that's when you need something during the workout. But if your workouts are lasting less than 2 hours, you don't need to worry about it. Now, there's nothing wrong with having something like an amino acid drink, you know, during your workout. I mean, a lot of them taste really good, you know, and it can be a nice, enjoyable way to get more fluid into your system because it actually adds some flavor to your water. Plus, you're getting that fast digesting amino acids into your system. So, I mean, that can help the recovery process. But it's not absolutely critical. Like, you can still make progress without it, especially if you're not pushing the limits and you're only working out a few times a week. So hopefully this helps to clarify that whole question of pre and post workout nutrition, because when you're watching YouTube videos and you're listening to fitness influencers and professional athletes and whoever else you're following, like, they're probably going to tell you what works for them. And if you're listening to a professional athlete, they're going to give advice for professional athletes. And that's great if you are a professional athlete. But if you're a weekend warrior and you're just an average Joe, it doesn't apply to you. Just the same as that race car analogy. I mean, what applies to a race car driver doesn't apply to the average person driving a car. Right? It's two totally different scenarios. Yes, both of you are driving cars, but they're two totally different cars, two totally different scenarios, and two totally different objectives. One is to get around a racetrack as fast as physically possible. The other one is just to run your day-to-day chores, you know, go to the grocery store, go to work, you know, your day-to-day transportation, where time is, I mean, it's still important, but it's not of the essence where you're counting down the seconds, you know, or even the fractions of seconds like you are in a case of professional racing. So again, I just wanted to make this video to kind of clarify it, because I get a lot of people who ask me questions about this, and they're confused because there's so much information overload on the internet these days, and it's not that it's good or bad, right or wrong. It depends who's that information for. And if it's for you, then great. If it's not for you, then it's not applicable. So hopefully this helps. And if you would like some help with your workouts, your nutrition, you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me, right? I mean, if I specialize in helping guys build muscle, lose the gut, and get back in shape, you know, average guys who are trying to lose the dad bod. That's who I'm focusing on, not professional athletes and all that stuff. I'm focusing on average guys, working professionals, dads, you know, busy men who want to get in shape, want to lose the gut, want to feel better, improve their health and fitness, and live a long, healthy life, but want to do so in the simplest and easiest way possible without all the excess nonsense that really doesn't apply. So if you'd like some help with that, and if that's you, reach out to me. You can either send me a private message through Facebook. You can send me an email. My personal email is leeh@leehayward.com. Again, that's leeh@leehayward.com. And I'd be more than happy to have a chat with you, and hopefully we can come up with some action plans and strategies that work for you. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm going to get back out on the bike, spinning my wheels in the muck, and have some fun. And I'll talk to you in a video coming soon. Take care. Over and out.